Guys, before we get going, you know what we gotta do? We gotta give a huge shout out to our Patreon subscribers. Thank you to Tony, Starla, Luke, Jacob, Jeff, Adam, Chuck, Justin, Brian, Dusty, Alpha 80 Swag, the Roland Rogans, and Kay. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. And listen, this past week, you guys have voted on what the dispatch poll power should be and what we should be starting off our show on. And guess what? It's 50-50. We got story time and we got straight into chaos. So what are we going to do right now? We're going to get straight into chaos. And the chaos here, this is what we've decided, okay? Chaos, UPS, right now, is fucking chaos. Everything that's going on, we're talking cutting routes last minute, that's sending people's route numbers up to fucking peak levels, you know? Like, it happened to me today. I had a great day, 128 on this Friday, looking good. All of a sudden, cut a route. I'm up to 166. I punched out at 8:30 tonight. Chaos. And I know Luke said it happened at his building too. And I know other people, talk to other people around the country. It's happening at their building too. Chaos. UPS. Luke.
But Billy Mays, but wait, there's more. So to go into a story time of bending into the 50-50 of chaos, man, I had the routes were cut. Yes. The last 2 days as we record, it was a late fucking night. Put it in and I was tired yesterday. I was tired tonight, but I'm fucking, it's Friday as we record. I'm fucking ready to rock. I'm excited. I'm excited to start this off like this because it's fucking, I'm just, the fact that they wanted to do it, start an episode off like this and just get fire and it fucking roll with it. I had there was an 11 and a half hour banger on Thursday and had a 12 one tonight. I mean, I punched out later tonight than I did last night. But so I've talked about my Buick being my A to B car, you know, and it being 30 years old. There's some things that kind of slip through the cracks, if you will. One of that is it'll leak some oil from time to time.
It happens.
And I gotta yes, it does. So yesterday when I get to work, I parked the fucking Buick in the parking lot, and I mean it is smoking out of the hood like fucking Snoop and Willie Nelson are clam baking this motherfucker. And I'm like, oh boy, we got a problem. So I popped the hood and I'm like, yeah, it's time. I gotta get some oil. So little do I know, as David mentioned, the chaos, it had reached here too with cut routes and I was fucking slammed. And so I didn't get home, or I didn't get off work till late. It was dark, you know, wasn't really like, it was one of them fucking idiotic mistakes of that. I'm talking to Ashley on the way home, and the oil that I put in the Buick is I think it's 5 or 10 W30, but it's fucking synthetic bottle. It's a green bottle that I always use. It's normally what I always get, and I'll normally grab some when I get on the road, you know, whether it's Walmart or whatever. When I take my break, I'll just run in. They sell it at Dollar General. They fucking sell it everywhere. So even knowing that Ashley's like, I think it's blue. So right then, I even spoke that it's green. Well, anyway, I get back home. It's like fucking 9:30, and I just grabbed this, and it was transmission fluid, and just dumped it into my fucking motor. And I found out today it's funny. My father-in-law ends up telling us that it wouldn't have done any damage. And his brother, who is a retired mechanic, said the same thing. And a younger mechanic said if you we didn't start the car, we drained the oil. Mind you, this was after an 11-hour day. We can't turn the light on because the side light outside is LED and it's right beside Willow's room. She's asleep. So I don't have my jack either. It's dark. The reason I don't have my jack is because I have a floor jack, but the fucking bar is in my boat. because that's what I always use to stop the dock. I haven't had to use it. We've got a small jack in the Jeep, you know what I mean? So I just fucking haven't had to use one. So I didn't have a jack, so my big ass is trying to get underneath this thing. Ashley's out there. Dude, shout out to her, man, because I had to fucking work basically another 12-hour banger today, and she basically changed the oil, went and got, filter and fucking took care of it while I had to get another fucking hectic, chaotic day, if you will. But yeah, dumped fucking transmission fluid in. But before that, let me give a story before we get going of a diapers delivery. And you want to talk about, I don't know if this would be considered chaos, but this was mind-blowing to me. So I'm fucking, I don't know what time of the day. It was later in the evening. But it's getting staying daylight longer. So I'm jamming the music. I see these Huggies in there. And of course my truck's so fucking dusty. Like, thank God they're wrapped in plastic, 'cause the box is just fucking filthy. It's just like, so this dude comes out, gets the box of diapers from me. And I'm sitting there like, I don't know if you have any. I don't know if this is your first, but yeah, mine's just been out of diapers for a little while. It goes quick, blah, 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 this and that. And guy starts laughing. He's like, believe it or not, this is for my grandson. And I went, oh shit. Well, you've already lapped me then, man. And so we talked for like a second, and then I'm like, how old are you, dude? He was like, oh, fuck, I'm fucking 38. And I was like, damn, dude. I was like, how old's your son? His son's 18. He's got like an 8-month-old fuck. I was like, he's a pat before he's 30. I mean, that's you. You're 38. You're 38, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, just think about having an 8.
No thanks.
Isn't that fuck? He was like, he was,
Crazy.
oh, dude, it was blowing my mind. I'm like, dude, I'm 41. I'm 3 years older than you. And my kid's not even 4 yet.
Crazy. Fucking crazy.
Oh, shit.
So shout out to you Patreons for giving us the Dispatch Pole Power ideas. That one's brought to you by you guys, our Patreon subscribers. And if you want to become a Patreon member, go to patreon.com/AITDpod to sign up today to get more delivery greatness stuff. More of us, if you will, if you want to. Go check that out. You can find a link in the episode notes. Guys, we got episode 195 underway. We're talking about hidden cameras in package cars. Have you guys seen these? We're going to be talking about it. Hidden cameras in package cars. Luke and I, like Luke just mentioned, his car story. I also have a car story. Not so great.
Historic, though.
Also, the mental health messages that came across this past week by corporate. Well, we got to touch on this a little bit. Also, doorstep dilemmas and some other little small things. But guys, 195. I'm ready. I know Luke's ready. It's almost 11 o'clock tonight, and we are buzzing. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Here we go. We got to this one address. I said, this one goes around back. He went around back, boom, drove off, left them right at the stop.
That was after getting hit by a car.
Wait, you got hit by a car?
I ended up drinking 24 Bud Lights in about 48 minutes. Drunken nomad stumbles out in the road and he hit me going 30 miles an hour.
And what's up, everybody? And thank you for joining us on this episode of All in the Delivery. This is episode 195. Yeah, let me tell you something. Somebody commented on our Spotify under one episode a while ago, like 10 episodes ago, maybe. And you know what they said? They said that intro is gay. And they spelled gay, Gheyyyyy. And they said they said that intro is gay. Gheyyyyy. And this person's probably listening right now. Buddy, ma'am, whatever you are. It's come on now.
Look at you. Look now he's fucking assuming. I don't know. Like to shout out, I don't even know the dude's name. I just gotta call him McLovin. It's super bad what he said. If you mean the blah 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 whatever term of being happy and great, then yeah. What was it, the vest he was talking? God, I haven't seen Superbad in so long. Oh shit, I was trying to, but well, thanks for the comment. We appreciate the feedback.
Appreciate the download too. Thanks, buddy.
What
That's out.
it's also we go. I mean, we've had intros that, I mean, this one's gone for a while, but how many have we had now? Like 4,
maybe,
because they all get copyrighted eventually.
Yeah, something.
It was like 4. If your fucking outro ends up getting copyrighted, at least we know it'd have to be from one of your band.
Then we have a problem because that's actually my band.
I know, too.
That was my band.
Oh my God, or somebody else copyrighted it. Wouldn't that be some shit?
They thought it was so good that maybe they went and copyrighted it.
Fuck.
Can you imagine?
God, we've just been getting copyrighted this entire existence. This podcast, we've been getting cease and desist, copyrights,
threats.
Well,
yeah, it's been great.
And here it is. But speaking of fighting, I want to give a shout out to he is a coworker. He's a preloader. I've worked with his dad my entire time I've been with UPS, but shout out to you, Nick Secreto, as we record this, and I'm planning on going down tomorrow night. He has got his debut kickboxing match, and this is one of the people that have listened for a while. I've been back into sparring now for about 4 years. I've aged out of really. I always had the fucking dream of doing it one more time, but I've kind of aged out of fucking fighting, unless like. The only way I would ever really probably do it at this point is if there's some random reason, and there wouldn't be any reason for me to actually get paid a lot of money to do it. Like, and I don't mean like a lot of money. I mean like I would do it for a few $1,000, but I don't see why there would be a promotion that would fucking do that to somebody that's been out of the game for a long ass time.
Yeah.
But I'll say this. I've seen the dude that he's going up against. And I'm telling you, if I could bet on this motherfucker, I shouldn't call you motherfucker, Nick, but if I could bet on this guy, dude, I'll just tell you, I'm not much like, I can't spar this dude with kicking like I would like to, because I've never really kicked much. I'm in my fucking 40s. Like, he knows I can't kick him in the fucking head or maybe the upper ribs. Like, fuck, dude, you only got to worry about me. Shit, you know what I mean? So, but I can hit. I can still fucking punch hard. Everybody tells me that. Anybody that's sparred with me, dude. And I'm telling you, I've went pretty live with him in recent times because of this leading up to it. Dude's got a chin, and I'm excited. I'm going to go down tomorrow, and I hope as this is released, you're fucking want to know, brother. And but yeah, it's going to be a lot of people work wise, I think, are going down. So he's going to have a lot of driver support. His
hell yeah.
Yeah, dude, his mom's even going, which I was shocked. It took my stepmom, my very last one. By that point, I had like 15 fights, I think, but my very last one she went to. But she couldn't go to any other ones, so I was pretty stoked. I was like, "Oh, that's awesome." She's going, but yeah. Hope it goes well, Nick, and fucking probably got to work on Monday. So back to reality, regardless. But
back to the shit show.
Yeah,
right.
But I mean. We kind of went a little bit into how the weeks were, but mine, I'll say this though, mine started out not terrible, but these last 2 days, man, it fucking, and it was like we had said with cut routes, but I don't know, like, it's just, it's weird when you go in and it's 9:00 at night and you see people that are drivers working in the evening shift warehouse, and it's like, damn, man, there's you think there'd be a little work sprinkled there, but yeah, I'm glad the week's over. I'll say that. It ended rough.
Dude. Yeah. Yeah, the week was interesting. I think last time we recorded, right? My parents were in town still.
Yeah.
And they are home now, back in Virginia Beach. And I had to record outside last time, which was fun. That was cool. It was actually a chill vibe, not gonna lie. Thought about doing it again tonight. But
I couldn't hear the crickets at all in the episode, dude. I didn't hear them at all. Like, I tried even listening, I couldn't hear them.
Yeah, but nah, yeah, that was pretty rad. But so my parents left this past Tuesday, to go home, and I had off Monday, and Monday we ended up going to the casino. So it was a great start to the week. It ended poorly, but it was a great start to the week. Went to the casino, went in with $100 to play some slots, walked out with 220. So,
That's a win, man.
it was a great start to the week. Great day off, and got to spend it with the fam, and on our last day here, right? Tuesday, go to work, normal shit, right? Wednesday, go to work, normal stuff. Thursday. Fucking Thursday. Normal routine. I'm driving up the hill, coming up to the intersection of the road that we live on, okay? Been at this intersection hundreds, maybe thousands of times. And coming up there, and it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. The sun's rising over the Hudson River, all right? I don't want to blame it on a sun glare, but I'm coming up. I'm sitting there. I'm looking left, looking right, looking left, like we do, right? We look left, right, left. Looking left, waiting for traffic to pass. I'm like, all right, traffic's still coming. Looking right, traffic's clearing up. I'm like, all right, let's look left again. Looking left, waiting for traffic to pass. Looked right real quick. Still nothing coming. Look left again. Clear. Looked right. Clear. Look left. Clear. The one spot I did not look in front of me? Fucking directly straight ahead. And the way this is, somebody was in the turning lane to turn left down the road that I was coming up out of. Yes, guys, hate to admit it, after 22 years of driving, I had my first auto accident. And thank you.
I mean, it's impressive, dude. That's a good run.
And it was all my fault, because I was at the stop sign making a left. This person was coming left down there. Like I said, she had a white car. I don't know if it was the sun glare. I don't know what the fuck it was, but somehow my ass did not see that car, dude. And both of us decided to turn at the same time and just bam, right into each other. I fucking knocked her front bumper off a little bit, bent her driver's side wheel her front driver's side wheel in a little bit. My car just left with a couple scratches on the front bumper. And that's where I feel like a real asshole, because this was my fault. This accident was my fault. And her car had to get towed. And when the cops all done with us, the accident report, I got to leave in my car. You know what I mean? I felt like a real I did that, just drive by as she's standing there with the tow truck, and I'm driving by as I'm leaving, just looking down like...
You can just feel, you can feel the rage in her eyes.
Probably. I know, dude. Dude. I mean, listen, most importantly, everybody was okay. It's not like we hit each other going 30 miles an hour. Both of us were stopped, and then we both went at the same time, and just bam, that was it.
What was your initial, dude? Were you like, could you even believe it? Because, dude, I can't imagine not being in an accident for 22 years.
It was like, Like I said, I don't know how I didn't see her. I have no fucking idea how I did not see this car. And I look left, right, left, thought it was fucking clear. Next thing I know, I hit a wall. Like it was, and then like, oh, dude, yeah, it was just like, yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
It was just one of those things. Like I just couldn't believe it. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Because then now you think about like how many times I've been at that intersection, how many fucking times, and I've never had that thing. Like I never had that issue before, and it was just like same routine every morning. And so I ended up getting yesterday off too because of this shit. Obviously now because I had to call the boss and tell him I was in an accident and police report this. I don't know how long it's going to take, yada, yada, yada. So they had to cover me. But I mean, I took the opportunity yesterday to mow the lawn. Spring's coming here. Spring's arrived. The lawn's already fucking growing. So, I took the time to do some shit and, thanks for the day off. I'll try not to hit anybody next time. Like it was.
Hey, man, I'll just say I got my license. God. I got my license in December of 2000, and my first wreck was in the summer of 2001. So you made it a hell of a lot longer than I did.
Yeah. So I'm here. I joined the automobile accident club. So,
God, dude, fucking, it was Vic, man, making you guys learn all the methods. Has your sister been in a car accident?
Fuck, it's a great question.
The fact that you don't know offhand, that's impressive enough because I know I'm thinking of both of my sisters. Oh, I sure shit know they've both been in wrecks. My brother, fuck, he's totaled fucking multiple cars.
Yeah.
So that in itself is impressive, dude. The fact that, I mean, dude, 22 years is a long time, and you drive for UPS, so you've been doing this job. I've had 3 accidents in my time here. The fact you haven't had any with that either, that's a good run, man. That's a good fucking run for somebody that drives every day for, I mean, however many years you've been there now, to add that to the 12. Yeah. So yeah, 12 of the 22 years of driving, you were literally driving
every brown truck.
Yeah, all day.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Yeah.
That's something to hang your hat on. I mean, it had to happen at some point, man. I dared somebody to say they've never gotten into a fender bender of any kind in their whole entire. There probably is some, but they got to be literally a speck of fucking a grain of sand on a beach. There's no way. We'll never find him.
I know. Yeah. So that was it. But like I said, most importantly, everybody was okay. The woman I hit was okay. I was fine. Yeah. So that was my shitty week. And then I got fucked at work the next day today.
They were like, well, he's well rested.
Yeah, I was well rested. So they were like, cut the route, give him an extra 40 stops. Fuck it. And, and that's what they've been doing, cutting the routes and adding more stops to everybody else.
And where did all those stops
right now?
Where did all those stops get spalled at too?
Oh my God, of course, right? Like everybody knows. It's happened to every driver at least once. When, all of a sudden you have 30 stops spotted to your 8,000 section, 85, 8505, 8506, 8508, 8510, 8512, 8514. Like it was, and so it was like I had my entire 8,000 section blown the fuck out. And like my first stop, it wanted me to pull one out of my like 8,400 section. I was like, there's not a chicken dick's chance that I'm finding this box back there right now. Had to save that first stop for last today. So pain in my ass. But dude, we're here. I'm glad we're able to do this. It's 11:04 now on this Friday night. So we're just grinding it out, baby.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I don't know if I hope you hear this, Nick, but you better, I'll say it now jokingly. I was gonna say you better win because my schedule might be late, but the last thing I'll say about it is I will always say to anybody that has like and obviously like I was never professional. Obviously, what these are people that are good fighters, but when people think of they think of UFC and shit you see on TV, and these obviously aren't that. But one thing that always would bother me, and of course I don't know anybody. I'm fucking old enough to be Nick's dad. I have no clue of anybody in his circle, dude, other than the people he'd talk to preload, and I don't even know them that well. But I can say as somebody that did that shit locally that people would you can't people would grumble about somebody maybe getting fucking smoked or whatever, but dude, you got to have the fucking stones to get in there, and if you don't, it's like you can't. In my mind, like I don't care how bad they look, and if you think that always has bothered me so bad, like armchair quarterback thing, man. And I've always said like people that do that, like people already think we're weird because we have a hobby of getting hit, and people were like, a lot of people were like, I don't understand why you do it. And I was like, just always enjoy yourself and have fun with it. But yeah, that was always one thing to be like, I always wanted to say like anybody that would ever say anything, you got to always think, man, I don't know. It's different because it's like, just think of it. I'm not even going to ramble on it because I could do it all night. This is late enough. Good luck, Nick. We'll talk about it later. But yeah, that was part of, but when you get wired when it's fucking late, and that happens too, like you use that. And if everybody, like when I came home, Willow was already asleep, and I came home on my break to end the night so I could have some break time because I was going to pass my house anyway. And oh shit, before we get into the other stuff.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, but yeah, I gotta bring it up because I took my break tonight. It was late. I had next day airs, but not Saturday airs, not internationals, not early AMs, just
nothing important for a Friday night.
Nope. Yeah, because I know the Saturday driver, he'll pick it up and it'll go to the airport and go out on Monday. That's been always the thing. Always the thing since I've started driving, since you started driving. Everybody always knew on Friday. It kind of would suck because a lot of those air commits would have to be committed. Yeah. So I go in tonight. This fucking it's 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock at night. I mean, it's like 8:50. It's like 8:56. And I go put my Saturday air, or not my Saturday air, my next day air, with these other boxes. And when I set it down, I see, because one of them I saw was a poop box. So I clearly knew, I kind of laughed. I was like, oh, that one's going to be late because, those are Saturday. I'd laughed at that one, but those I don't really literally give a shit about because I think there's fucking dumb. But I look at all these other boxes, dude. It's Saturday air, early AM, Saturday air. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? There was like 8 of them. Dude, I thought, man,
that's nuts.
I know, it's so crazy. What I'm like, dude, no, like, I don't know if anything, maybe something would be said, but dude, there was a time if you didn't bring in fucking early AMs, holy fucking shit. Like I looked at that and was like, wow. Damn, what the fuck do we got here? It was like I said, it wasn't a couple. It was probably like 8 to 10. And then mine, I had like 3, but all my shit was just next day. I couldn't believe it, dude. Just one of those things. I know. Like, shout out to John Hilligus in the recent episode. And he said, service is our last name. And then it's like, you see that shit, and it's like, holy shit. And I don't know. Maybe there's something to it. I would know. I'm not fucking putting anybody under the bus because I don't know. Maybe somebody did fuck up and they are going to get in trouble for it, or they got fucking but man, it was a lot. And it just was like, but that was,
I mean, like, there's photos, videos, you may have seen them or not, but like there's photos and videos of of, the packages that we're holding. Like, that UPS is holding and not delivering on certain days. And it's like, again, you said, service is in the last name, but where the hell's the service?
I don't
Like,
know what it's
crazy.
it's weird how it's got,
Stupid.
yeah, dude. And it's like, you gotta have, with what, like, we're a delivery company. So it's just one of those things that you have to, and I don't know, I feel like it might have been when we recorded on Brad's episode. So I don't really want to get into it, but dude, all I'm going to say is that we've heard, like, I don't know, there has to be more to it, but Roadie, is that like Markin, like, is that a UPS company, quote unquote? Like, do they
UPS
own
owns
Roadie?
it.
They own Roadie. So any Amazon deferments that go to Roadie is essentially UPS, right? Like,
Yeah, but and then also, picking up next day or picking up same day deliveries.
yes, okay,
Right.
okay.
So like, maybe someone puts an order in at Home Depot for
I
same day
gotcha.
delivery.
Never mind, because that would be all right. But all right, I didn't want to get too deep into that because I didn't really know. But it it's just one of those things. It's like, so I had showed. I'll give a shout out. I'll tell this real quick before we get into because I'm kind of I'm excited, but not necessarily excited to talk about the cameras because I want to know more. And I wish I was talking about Linux cameras, but anyway, I showed a person at my work, shout out to you, James, that marking video. And when he heard that guy say, I'm a UPS employee, but I'm not a Teamster, he looked up and said, yeah, he's got a diode 6 in his hand and everything. And fucking, yeah, it's one of those things that, when it gets, I don't want to, I don't want to keep getting into that, but it's just like, what are the answers? What's the explanation for stuff? Like, I hear, the only thing I've heard really from Sean O'Brien, and at least in the podcast clips that I hear, I've not heard a lot, but he has addressed, like, basically what kind of we all know of how Carol's kind of,
What we all know,
running the company. Like, she's making decisions that are questionable with stuff that people are like, what the, like, with this, I don't, and it's so far above my pay grade. That's why I don't like to, like, I could have my opinion on it, but I don't really fucking know. But it just, it does, but it just seems to me that it does seem, it's like, I see it at a ground level to where, and it's not just like, I saw that tonight in my building, but dude, because of the podcast, we hear and see so much shit, and you see it everywhere, that stuff is just fucking, like, it's like, dude, I don't know if it's just, I still can't fucking see, like, intentionally trying to run the company into the ground. I can't fucking see that, but it's like, you just see, like, is it you want to go less and less with service until it gets phased out? You know what I'm like? Like, the people that have so much invested in UPS, I know most of the people that own the most, I mean, if we really want to get fucking deep in there, I mean, BlackRock has the most shares of fucking UPS, so I know them motherfuckers will be fine. But it's just like, you go away from the very thing that we were built upon, and you charge more. Like, dude, if you're paying more money, you at least want to fucking know, like, all those people that paid for an early AM or Saturday delivery, they're not getting their shit. And it's just like, I don't want
like,
to sound,
it's the same thing.
yeah.
No, like it's the same thing too with, like, you're talking about, because their boxes were sitting there at your at your at your building. But there's even a thing, like, I was talking to another driver about this earlier too, where we had a late plane come in, And the plane didn't land till like 9 o'clock. Our start time was 9:15. So that shit wasn't getting to us till probably 10:30, 11. Airs. We're talking airs. Airs, savers, next day, all that. Gone are the times of them shuttling stuff out.
Yeah, dude, that's a thing
I
of the past.
haven't seen that in a while, and that shit used to happen all the time.
All the time.
Dude, I remember meeting up with a shuttle dude at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And he's giving me 20 more stops that are all savers and next days.
Yeah.
And I got to go back through the route again. Like, gone are those days, dude. I haven't seen that shit in forever. Now, is that service? Hell no.
No, man.
That ain't service. That's shit. United Parcel shit.
Well,
like, that's what we become.
And that's what I don't understand with, like, and that's not coming from, like, the people we see. That's coming from above them. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, the people that are making these decisions of not worrying about, like, oh, don't worry about these early AMs. Yeah. Like, are those people? That's what I mean. Like, But God forbid we have a next day air on our truck and we're 1 minute late. God forbid we're 1 minute late delivering it on the day that it's supposed to be there. But no, forget all the other ones. We'll save those for Saturday. Businesses will be closed. Now they won't get it till fucking Monday. Right.
God forbid we had one that was 1 minute late. But no, it's okay. We'll save all these.
Am I
wrong?
I mean,
you know what I mean?
It's one of those things. Well, I mean, I can say, at least for me, the last couple, I don't deliver late air very often, but there are times, like, I've had a couple recently where I've delivered because I couldn't find it right away. And I've, like, sent a message in and I've not really got a response or not, but I don't feel like it's not, but it's also one of those things that it used to be like,
priority.
There was a time, though, I remember if you did have a late air scan, you were getting a message real quick.
Yeah.
I mean,
Real
there was a time when that did happen. Yeah, but
real quick. Yeah. So it is, the way this is going right now is just nobody's a fan. Nobody's a fan.
No. And if you don't, like, and that's the part that I don't understand, because if you lose business, that makes the stock price go fucking down, right? I mean, doesn't it? Gee, I mean, it's not like if you cut jobs so much to spike it up a little bit, apparently, because I've laughed about that, and it's kind of, I'll say this, because the stock that I have that I've been investing in for about the past year, that they had a layoff of their like 15% of their fucking company, and their stock fucking went up, and I was like, gee, this is fucked up that this happens. Like, I mean, I'm not sitting there owning like a shit ton of shares, but you get that news, like, it pops up when you have things, when you own something like that, and it popped up, and then it was like the next day trading, it went up like, 3 or 4%. I'm like, this is fucked up. Like, it's fucked up but
on
that's
the backs of those guys.
Yeah,
it went up.
Yeah, but eventually, though, you can't fucking tweak certain things to where if you lose service and you lose money on it, that's going to make, because I mean, and I'm only saying this because that's the thing that they all shit their pants about at that level. So that's the confusing part. But like you said, nobody is a fan. But nobody would be a fan. I'll go ahead and let you lead it in with the cameras, because you were the one that brought this up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Before that, I want to talk on the mental health.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Sorry.
Because, we're talking about getting blown out now because we're cutting routes and all of that, right? But then good old corporate safety messages come through. Everybody gets them. You all get them. Unless you don't have service where you are all day long. But, most of us get them.
God bless you if you're one of them people. What
every
a
day.
Life, what a day that would be.
And, it was talking about the mental health and checking on your mental health. And, that leads to mental health. Okay. Yeah. What about us? What about us here? What about what you guys are doing to the drivers right now? It's every little thing, dude. It's every little thing that just in the last 5-6 years now, every little tweak that this company's made, everything that, affects us when we're trying to do our job is making this job way more fucking stressful.
Yeah.
Everything from the dyad being such trash and freezing up on you and, to water droplets hitting the screen and taking you to screens you've never seen before. And now we got Lytx cameras in the trucks that are, yelling at us, please stop at stop signs, distraction, following distance, like whatever the fuck it wants to say.
Infrared just going all over you.
Right, exactly, that too. And it's like, every little thing, dude, right now works against us. Every little thing that they add on there. They want to micromanage us so bad now, and it's just, it's just every little thing. Like, they want us to go out there and cure cancer too while we're at it. You know what I mean? I got literally no words for that. Dude, because they want to send a mental health message. Well, maybe you guys should fucking straighten your shit out so that we can be a little bit more happier up here. You know what I mean? It's
yeah, like not cut her out till you get 40
right, not cut her out and then fucking put so much stress on that driver now that's just got blown out. Like, what are we doing, dude? Maybe we shouldn't put so much pressure on the drivers because that's what it is.
And they get the weirdest shit, man. It's mental health right now, but for a while, remember then they were talking about if you
soles of your shoes for a week.
Soles of your shoes was a big one, and then they had the fucking what was the fucking thing, the sleep thing with the you put over your eyes. I can't They were talking about.
They were talking to get good sleep, you should have an hour of wind down time, which means shut your screen off. Oh, now you're gonna tell me how to live my life outside of this fucking place where I spend most of my day inside of
staring at a dyad screen.
I know, dude. And these fucking infrared cameras staring right back at me. And
then that's a lawsuit ongoing, correct? Or grumbling's the one? It fucking should be.
We really tried to get that guy on, but I don't know where he went.
Oh, that's right.
But
fuck. Yeah.
Speaking of cameras.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, if you haven't seen it yet or haven't heard, so far there's only 2 cities this has happened in. It was in Washington, D.C., and it was in Salt Lake City. So only 2 cities that has happened so far that we know of. And we're talking about hidden cameras in the trucks. No, not the Lytx cameras that are facing you that they say aren't recording, but it certainly is. Not those cameras. We're talking different cameras. And there's a couple pictures that I have of them. And one of them is mounted directly beneath the shelf of it looks like it's mounted on the bottom of the 3000 shelf, I would say.
That's what it looked like to me too.
Yeah. And so it's mounted under the shelf, right? And then there is another one. And Luke, I'll show you here, buddy. So here is the other one. You see that?
Oh.
Right above the vent in the cab. Right above the vent that's on the ceiling, the one that takes the outside air from the front of the truck and pushes it into the back, which does absolutely nothing.
Holy shit.
It's mounted between the rug on the ceiling and that plastic vent. So that one,
damn,
further away, look at it up there, hiding, just staring at you. And then you got this one that is mounted right under the shelf there.
Fuck.
Hidden cameras in the trucks. Salt Lake City and Washington, D.C. is what we got there.
And I had told you on the phone when we'd first got wind of this that the only time I'd heard about this was some years back. They had something set up because they suspected a driver of theft. I don't remember where that was. That wasn't at my building. This was before I was this is before the nomad delivery guy was born, so I wasn't on Instagram or in the cardboard community yet. So it was just some random story that I remember seeing. But other than that, I've not. That's fucked up because those are hidden. Like, dude,
Yeah,
and I feel like even if you're suspecting a theft, why would you have one in the fucking cab? You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't you want to have it in the cargo? Oh, fuck, dude.
Imagine.
Jeez, there's no explanation for that, dude.
No. So yeah, it's just one of those things, guys, you know. Keep your eyes moving. Huh?
Literally.
Keep your eyes moving. Be aware of your surroundings. You know, because that's like, who knows where it's going to come out next.
If you got to take a shit in a bucket, make sure your asshole's facing it. Really, really, really make him regret it. Really make him regret it.
You got to piss in a bottle if you're one of those people.
Make him think.
Point your dick right at it. Yeah.
This is it, Ernie. This is your time to take a piss in a bottle in front of a fucking hidden camera that you find.
Yeah, dude. It's just, I don't know. It's, again, the stress. Because now you got people worrying about this shit. Yeah, It goes right back to it, dude.
You're going to have you got cameras, you're finding all over the place like you're on the fucking Truman Show. And you're just sitting here.
For real. For real. And I'm just stressing everybody out here.
Soon they're going to end up complying with fucking residential customers on the road. You're going to be walking to a fucking stop and see you're going to see a fucking camera, a UPS camera on a fucking side of a fence.
Dude, it's insane.
Oh my goodness.
In other news, we sent astronauts to go orbit the moon, 692,000 miles. They did.
692,000 miles. Holy shit.
Pretty rad. The next flight that's going to be happening is going to be sending people to land on the moon. So that's going to be fucking cool. I think that's in 2028, I want to say. So just in time for the next contract.
So maybe we'll be going to the moon with them. But
maybe. Please send me.
Think so.
Anything to get away from this place.
But so was it because they did the lap around the moon? That's like that's never been done, right? Was this the first time?
So like they're doing. So there was like stages to sending astronauts to land on the moon. The first stage was the rocket that was empty. That was happening in 2022. And I believe it was 2022. And they sent a rocket up empty. And then, you know, the capsule comes down. I think it was also something that had to do with Orion. You know, I think we talked. I think we joked about this. Like they would get lost up there.
Right. That's right. Yeah, so, I remember that.
So the first one, they call him Artemis. It's Artemis, I think is how you say it. Artemis 1, 2. Yeah. So Artemis 1 was sent up empty, and it did its thing, came back down, and they were like, okay, fuck yeah, it worked. Let's go with Artemis 2, and where we're going to, you know, it's going to be a manned, you know, space shuttle, and, you know, sent them up there. And, I mean, that's pretty cool, some of the pictures that I've seen, like, come out of this and just how close they were. And, you know, like, what an experience that had to have been to, like, think, like, I'm closer to the moon now than I am to Earth. Closer to the moon than I am to Earth now. Like that's fucking cool to me. I don't know. When I was a kid, I always loved science and like the solar system and shit. You know what I mean? So I kind of geek out on this a little bit.
So let's go ahead and have this fucking shattering blow to kind of something that has always kind of annoyed me. Since you're a fan of the solar system and stuff, Do you think now that Artemis, we've lapped around the moon, we've seen Earth, are the fucking flat earthers finally going to shut the fuck up?
Fuck.
Are you going to believe a fucking telegraph now?
No,
from
dude.
Artemis?
They're gonna say it was fake.
Dude, I'm so that
There's
shit
already there was already conspiracy theorists out there saying like the one video image of the astronauts in space that it was on a green screen.
Fuck.
So like
Maybe
they're
1969. Oh, of course. I mean,
so they're already going. So I'm sure those flat earthers are the same conspiracy theorists, right? Because that's what it is.
I mean, probably.
So-
and I work with a couple of them, and I fucking love you guys, but man, that one just fucking pisses me off. And maybe if you want to say I feel like I can't. You can't say, I'm never going to say, like, that's the one thing I actually stand my ground on and never be like, dude, because we're never going to resolve it unless we both go up there together, unless we're fucking astronauts, which isn't going to happen. So it's like, dude, what's it going to take? What's it going to take? Just fucking IG live it up there.
Hell yeah. Dude,
Man.
that'd be sick.
Yeah, that was my grievance I wanted to air.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's like, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I think it's fucking cool. But those astronauts came back down. They splashed down tonight, actually, a few hours ago over in the Pacific Ocean, just off San Diego. And I mean, that's fucking cool, dude. You know,
yeah,
here they
man.
are, like, and you know, the entire thing was televised, and we've never seen that before. You know, and like it was like old school splashdown. I think this is the first time in like 55 years, I think, since the last time they actually had like a splashdown like that, and it wasn't like a space shuttle flying in like a airplane, like an aircraft coming to land.
How long are they going to be like incapacitated for? Because aren't they
What
like?
do you mean?
Because when they land, aren't they like? Because I know I've seen stuff before where they go out on stretchers and stuff because they're
like they got to
fucked
get
up.
their legs back and shit.
Yeah, like the gravity fucks them up.
These all four astronauts. So what happened? I'll explain it the best I can. So they have like the capsule, right? The capsule is what came back through the Earth's atmosphere. All four astronauts in it.
Right.
Parachutes came flying out, helped slow it down, and then it splashed down into the ocean. So they set up this like raft around the capsule. You know, our Navy, it was all a bunch of Navy, professional Navy divers, all these guys setting up this like floaty thing around the capsule, and as they're all still in it. And then they set up what they called a porch, and it was an inflatable raft so that when they get the astronauts out of the capsule, they can sit on the raft. And then from there, when they got all the astronauts out, they had like two helicopters come in, some Air Force helicopters come in, and they sent down two of our service members down, strapped in and everything, and all the astronauts had on their strap gear too when they got out, and they hooked them up, bought and then like as they're bringing one up, one helicopter moves away, the other one comes in, drops the guy down, hooks up another astronaut, and by the time that one's done bringing them up, the other one's already circled back around to pick up the other one, and then the same thing. So there was two astronauts and in each helicopter, and then they even had like the live stream of the helicopters landing on the aircraft carrier out there in the ocean. And here's to your question that you had about the astronauts and like stretchers and not being able to walk. The live stream showed all four astronauts getting up and walking on the aircraft carrier. So like
Nice.
they, so they did it. But I mean, they had wheelchairs there. So they had guys bring wheelchairs over for them, but these guys were too proud. You could see the smiles on all of their faces when they got back down to Earth there and at it and stepped on the aircraft carrier, and a whole bunch of people on the bridge. I believe the president landed on the aircraft carrier earlier too, so he was there to greet them. So it's just like, dude, I don't know. That's pretty fucking rad to me. Like I said, I was a geek about, the solar system and Earth and shit like that, and when I was younger. But anyways, yeah. And then my wife and I'm gonna say it because it's fucking funny. My wife and I were started joking about and because on the stream they're like, yeah, and the president of the United States is here on the aircraft carrier, and my wife and I just looked at each other, and I was like, he's there, just like, this is the best thing I've ever done. This is done. We sent people to the moon on my presidency term, and I'm sure he's gonna.
Dude, that's a pretty solid. That's a pretty solid Trump impression. Dude, that's pretty good.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Luke. It's been a great. Sending people to the moon on the 250th anniversary is gigantic. You're like, I'm sure he probably.
God,
anyways,
yeah,
my wife and I were fucking joking around. But on a more fun note, we have a couple
doorstep dilemmas.
Here we go.
Yeah, let's get them.
Ready, Luke?
I'm ready.
Would you rather? Did we do the one about catch? No, we didn't. Did we? No, we didn't do the one about catching your ankle or anything or hit it
No.
Would you rather catch your ankle on the driver's seat pedestal or catch your shoulder on the bulkhead door? Because we've done them both.
Oh yeah.
Bunch of times.
I would probably say my shoulder on the bulkhead door.
Yeah.
Dude,
that pedestal.
When you hit
prisoners.
that thing hard, oh my
God. So bad. It's so bad, dude.
Yeah, it that
sucks.
could be. If you hit the corner of it, dude, you might be going down.
Yeah. Your fucking says a tingling sensation up your leg. Your fucking ankle goes numb.
Yeah,
holy shit.
You're fucking done.
Yeah, dude. Crippled after that one. Okay. How about this one? This is good. Would you rather have your dyad make a sound when you deliver, or a fart noise? Would you rather have your dyad moan at you or a fart noise?
I feel like
I'm going with the moaning because that's hysterical.
I just feel like old people would probably be equally offended either way, but I don't know. I would have to take the fart because I'll tell you why. They've been putting me out in the fucking country lately, and dude, okay. I've been delivering to some fucking good old boys out there, and I just feel like if I scanned someone did that, they'd be like, "What?"
I don't know. Like, can you imagine standing there and like having to get a signature, and like the woman comes outside or something, and you just scan the package? It's like, "Hi, ma'am, how's it going?" Like,
yeah, it'd probably be. It would be really comforting or really uncomfortable.
Okay. Let's say we had the option, a fart or a moan. Okay. And we got to pick the option on the dyad. This was a legit setting on the dyad to pick a fart noise or a moan noise. But you are able to pick different kind of fart noises and different kind of moans. Okay. We're talking about are we talking about like a little, or are we talking about like a,
dude,
are we talking like a, a little squeaker, or are we talking like you just about shit your pants?
Dude,
which one would you choose?
I would probably choose I don't know, man. I feel like I'd choose
squeaker.
You want to hear? I got a story for you of a good. So I'll derail it with a fart noise because I'm sure I've told this story. I feel like if I did, it was a long time ago, but I don't know if I have or not. Ashley always loved this because back when I delivered
farts.
Oh, in this story, yeah, she loved this one. So, I'm not a little dude. I'm a thick boy. So sometimes if I got a rip, man, they'll just be so fucking so I'm sitting there, dude. I was delivering. This is in my early years, all right, early years driving. So I'm like still up in Morgantown, and I'm delivering. I'm delivering to this place called the Waterfront, and they got like all the fucking. There's like 7 floors to this place,
Mhm.
and at the top of it is like some foundation, some shit that I forget. I can't even remember now, but. Dude, my stomach was fucking bubbling, and rookie mistake that I would do this on the top floor of the elevator, not thinking that it's going to stop anyway. But the door is closing, and I just let and I mean, dude, and it was one of them ones that I knew was going to be bad, like smelled fucking
Oh yeah,
terrible.
You could feel it, like this one's gonna
And
stink.
dude, that elevator door shutting, and a hand comes in. It's a female hand. She's like, "Hold on!" And
No,
dude, the elevator door opens, and it's this fucking. I mean, she was attractive, and she was like, "Yeah." I'm like, and it shows top floor. Top floor.
I would have got out real quick and waited for the elevator to come back up after dropping her off.
Top floor, dude. The whole way down.
Oh.
Didn't stop. Just kept going, and it smelled fucking terrible.
That was the longest elevator trip of your life.
Yeah, dude. Like, and all I could do was just look down. Like, I couldn't talk. It smelled so bad, that thing.
Oh man,
yeah,
that deserves one more.
Fuck. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah,
then
I was like, of all times, like I said, that was a rookie move, because that elevator normally stopped once before going to the bottom anyway, so I should have held it in a little bit longer, but
Jesus.
I was like, okay, I'm done. Well, hold on.
Oh. You're like, shit. I would have been like, yeah, no problem. I would have walked right out of the elevator. Yeah. Hold on. Yep, I'm actually getting off here. Oh man, that's good.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's good. Okay, but moaning, would you take a female or a male's moan?
Well, whoever commented on our Spotify intro would probably want me to say to take a male's moan, but you could have like a but yeah, I don't know. I guess if you had the option, you could do different moans. You could have a deep Sue Bob White moan. If you've watched The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia, she just got a deep voice. Oh, it's the sexiest one in the family. That's about how but anyway. Yeah, I would take multiple moons, I'd say. But I don't know.
Okay. Let's take this. My brain's going right now. Let's take this another step forward. If you could pick a female's moan, but it was a celebrity's voice. Like first thought in my head was Fran Drescher.
Fran Drescher. Fuck.
Like,
I wonder if she's still living. She's still alive, isn't she? I wonder.
Probably.
She's not that old.
Yeah, she's not that old. You know, like Fran Drescher, or like who else has an annoying voice? Okay, Fran Drescher or
Chris Collinsworth.
Sydney Sweeney.
I mean,
you know what I mean? Like, if you're feeling like prankster type of day when you go into work, you're picking that Fran Drescher Mona all day long. If you're feeling it funny.
I feel like the Sydney Sweeney man's just gonna get you in trouble. Just get you
Damn, those cameras are catching me on the inside. It plays. You're able to play a soundbite of it, so you just go in the back and. Those cameras get in trouble real quick. Anyways, that's never gonna happen though. All right, here's another one. You got to get a signature from a customer. Would you rather Would you rather lose the battle of bubble guts and shit yourself, or lose the fight on an upset stomach and proceed to projectile vomit right next to them?
Give me projectile vomit all day. Because you can at least not, if you shit yourself.
Fuck.
If you shit yourself, you're done, man. You're done.
Yeah.
You got no clothes. It's just some shitty clothes. Yeah, give me projectile vomit.
Yeah, it would have to be vomit. The vomit would be more better to explain to your boss or like your significant other. Like, I just didn't feel good. I just started throwing up. Like, that's normal. You can't be like, I just didn't feel good. I just shit my pants. Like, you can't.
I'm only
like,
projectile
I just sharted all over the place. Like, yeah, dude. Then you'd be walking funny all day long. Fuck.
No way, dude. I couldn't do it. I'd have to come home. I'd take whatever break time I needed and get here and change my shit, literally. But I've really only. There was one time I remember I projectile vomited just fucking walking.
On the road?
It was,
I mean, like, you were working.
Yeah, I would say yeah, it wasn't projectile though like that bad. I'm thinking it was gas station food. It came back up, and I was more hunched over, and I was like, bleh. But yeah, I just kept working. I went. I'd had some gum, thankfully.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So thank you to you guys that have sent that in the Discord, the Doorstep Dilemma section. Hey, you want to come join the Discord? Click the link in that bottom of the episode there, guys. It is free to join. Come hang out with all of us. We're all a good time. I don't have anything left, Luke. I am glad we got to do this tonight, buddy.
I'm glad we did too. But yeah, I'm good too, man. It's been a good episode. I'm fucking
Hell yeah.
I'm spent as well.
Let's go. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Like we also said, to patreon.com/AITDpod. If you're interested, go there for more info. Go check out what we have to offer, everybody. Guys, be safe out there, okay? Always look in front of you. Don't just look left, right, left, but look in front of you, because I missed that fucking card. I'm Dave, our co-host Luke as well. Everybody, we'll see you all next week.
Always see that target well ahead. Later, everybody.